What up, everybody? Welcome back to Double Barrel Podcast, Single Barrel Blast. As always, my name is Chris, and we're coming back at you tonight with another awesome Single Barrel Blast. Well, I don't think I've done a review on this guy, and I picked this guy up, and it was exceptionally good. And I do mean really good. And that is none other than the Sagamore Rye selection here, and this one is the Double Oak Sagamore, the Double Oak Sagamore Rye. And it was such a beautiful one when we cracked it open here, and we're going to get into a review on it. Good cork pop. Now, what's really cool about doing a double cast rye, in my opinion, is this. At least this is what I got out of this one the first time I cracked it. I didn't do my initial crack here with you folks, but I had to see what was really going on in here. And I got some really interesting, unique, sweet wood oak notes. And let's see if I can get them again here. Let's see how this guy wants to play. Okay, they're definitely there. All right. Beautiful, beautiful, sweet rye notes coupled with just this amazing dark, smoky oak note. And we got a little bit of this. Okay. It's like this little bit of like Christmas spice deal going on here. I don't want to call it a peppermint, but I almost want to call it kind of like a peppermint cinnamon deal going on there a little bit. But what's amazing about this one is the rye notes are, now you would think on a double oak for rye, it's going to turn it into more of a hotter, spicier, very smoky flavor. Well, and whatever Sagamore did on this one, they did something right, because here's what happened. Instead of it turning into a hotter, more like a heavier spice note, coupled with the deep, rich, charred, smoky oak note, it went the opposite direction, and it went more into the sweet oak, charred oak note. But the oak really doesn't even, I don't get that char taste. I get this really deep, like lavish, smoky and oak note. It's almost like, I don't know any other way to describe it than it's a really fruity oak, almost. This is probably one of the smoothest double oaks I've ever even had. And I need to do a follow-up review on another double oak that I tried that I wasn't a huge fan of, but now that it's breathed a little bit more, I think it deserves some redemption here. But anyway, for $70, this is definitely one worth buying, folks. The Sagamore Rye Double Oak is 100% worth buying. Now, give you guys the specs. We got to give you the rundown here. So this is Double Oak, 96.6 proof. Okay, and it says it's batch number 8 double A, not triple A. I almost said triple A there. And it was let's see, it's bottle 2093. Now, what's interesting here to me is it does not give me. Okay, so it does actually give me some kind of an age statement here. 4 to 5 years in high char New American oak barrels, and then it's transferred into a toasted wave stave barrel for an additional 18 months. All right, so let's just say I got one of the 5-year bottles where this sat in a heavily charred New American oak barrel for 5 years, and then it was transferred for another year and a half. So this is 6.5 year bourbon. On the low end, you're a 5.5 year. For the smoothness, that's incredibly smooth for a double oak of that age, because usually when you think of double oaks and double casks, whether it be a single malt whiskey, a bourbon, or whatever, a blended scotch, doesn't matter. The thing that we notice with the higher aged double oaks is is they start developing these more intense, powerful notes. And I don't mean intense in like the spice level, I mean intense in just the forwardness of the notes. They develop these really rich winter notes like chocolate, wood, smoke, a lot of these deep red fruit notes. But yes, they also develop a lot of, I've noticed, like nutmeg, cinnamon, a little bit of clove going on in there. However, though, they can be some of the most enjoyable, deep, complex bourbons that we taste, or some of these more heavily aged double oaks. But they are not beginner or even lower intermediate bourbons or whiskeys. They are higher intermediate connoisseur level. And this guy, though, he is a beautiful one to introduce somebody to a double oak or a double cask bourbon or whiskey, because the notes are so, they're easy to detect, but it's so smooth in its delivery to the palate that it's not like I could give this one to Justin and he would probably actually enjoy it. And I don't think I've been able to give him a double cast yet where he's actually been like, oh, this is an enjoyable drink. This is an enjoyable whiskey or bourbon to my palate. So I need to try him out on this one when I get this one back to the Tombstone Tavern in Utah. But anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts. Drop me a line. Leave us a comment as always. Y'all stay safe out there. Have a nice night. And always remember, never drink and drive, never mix your own alcohol. And we'll see you guys back here next time on Double Barrel Podcast, Single Barrel Blast.